So in this video, we will clean up and fix some bugs that we may did in previous videos. So first of all, that thing I noticed while editing a video in category controller inside change logo method, while updating or changing it, we must use here category restaurant ID like this, right? So I want to check is the restaurant ID is the parent or has this category here, right? And then now we have relation between items and categories. If we open it here, so I want to say when a user delete a category, these categories items must also be deleted. So here I will say category items delete, but also items has images. So I want to delete these items images with its items here, for example, right? So before that, I will say for each category items as item, I want to say here delete image like this item, right? So this delete image will remove the image from our disk and also delete the model. The same thing also we will apply in restaurant controller because it has a relationship here in a restaurant has been through with items, and also we need to delete the categories images. So here I will say firstly for each restaurant items as item again, and please delete these images for each item using item here, and the same thing will be done for categories here, categories, and as category, and also delete image of that category. After that also we need to delete restaurant items delete, but first we should first items, then deleting categories, right? Now let's try. I had a restaurant here and also has images, has image, right? And also this restaurant has category and has two items, and here also the files or images like this, right? And I want to say firstly, when I want to delete a restaurant, it must delete all stuff. So our database must be empty now. So I will delete this restaurant, its ID, by the way here 1, right? As we can see. And now let's try to delete it. Success operation, database deleted at not null, and images empty, categories no categories, and items no items. Let's check images, no images inside categories or items or restaurant, right? Another thing that we implement and we didn't use it is image. Here we must also add the image in the response. So here if I back again and I want to say restaurants and take it null again, here now I want to try to list the items. Let me change the token, list the restaurants. We should also here include the image or the logo. So inside the image here I want to create a new attribute, accessor get image URL attribute, or in other words full URL, and I will say return yes asset storage slash this URL, right? And let's use single quotation, and also let's remove this curly brace, and as we can see it must return string, right? Full URL. Like let's add an image, for example, to show you. Change image for that restaurant ID1 and select image restaurant. Let's use this image, for example. Change the token because I had created or refreshed my database. And now success operation, check our folder here we have this image. And now if I say the same here, I will say restaurant first image URL. We have this URL, and if I edit this here, asset with storage here, master storage slash, by the way, to access to this image. So now let's check using our port, and now we can access it, right? So let's include it to the resources. Inside the restaurant resource, I will say image, and using this image, and it may be null, I will use null safety, and using the attribute name here, full image URL, like this, full underscore image underscore URL, and let's check it. Postman by listing, it returns null. Let's check again, and it returns null. If we open again our restaurant controller, we select name and created at only, but we must also select the ID because using the relationship here. Now let's check again, and we have the full URL here. Send a request, and we have it here, right? Works correctly. Let's apply the same for items and category. So inside category controller, let's make sure we call it. We selected all actually, okay, no problem. Or even we can here say select ID name category, or just create it, add, right, inside category resource like we did here. Same code actually. Let's create a new category for restaurant ID 1, and here I will select items like this, send, created successfully. And if we list the categories here for restaurant ID number 1, it will also return the image, right? The same also for items, item controller, using index, so select ID name, or actually we need all of them, and inside the resource I will add. Now let's create a new item for that category. Item create, and let's select any random image like this here, for example, maybe, and our item ID is 2 because here in our database categories 2, right? Send, created successfully, list, and let's change it 1 and 2. We have also the image as we can see here. Very quickly some improvements. See you next video.